Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start with taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart, and we'll start with mapping out the current range. This is the overall range, and of course, on the local level, this is more of the 4-hour range. With this, of course, being a lower high from these highs, made this lower low. Price came back, retraced, broke structure to the upside, but didn't take out the highs. Really, it reacted from this area of supply. And then sellers continued to push prices back down, breaking structure to the downside. And right now, more locally, since these sellers haven't been able to break past these lows, we are just trading within this range, with this being the high, this being the low. And right now it's also in this range right now, with this being the high and this being the low. So just consolidating at this area. Price sellers did break structure to the downside, but again didn't take out the lows of this push, this latest push. So right now just in consolidation, waiting for price to make a decision. It could possibly go back up, take out the liquidity sitting over these highs to continue to retrace some more before coming back down and targeting the low of this overall range. We're waiting to see any type of fundamental news on the DXY. GBP USD, let's go map out the current range. This being the lower high of the overall range. This is the bearish price leg. Lower high from these highs that took out this lower high, took out this low, broke structure to the downside, and made form this low where buyers step back up. But now it's just been in consolidation here, kind of broke structure. Well, then we're back down, pushing out of these areas of consolidation, areas of supply. Of course, this pushed prices back down, broke structure to the downside, but now we're just like with Euro in this area of consolidation. Once again, waiting to see what price can do. If it does continue its bearish push, it would target the lows of this overall range. But again, waiting for any type of fundamental news on the dollar to see if we can go ahead and take out the liquidity sitting over these highs and start to push back up into premium of this overall range. Only based off any fundamental news. And we do take a brief look at DXY. And it's the reason why we're all in consolidation, as price is hovering around 100. You can see that, of course, it's been dollar index has been bullish, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then came back up around this 100 point. Didn't really fully break out past the high of this overall range. But as you can see, we're just in consolidation, just like with the other US dollar pairs, with this being the range. So wait to see once this consolidation ends, if this bullish push could continue, or if it does start to take out these gaps and these lows. We expect it to go ahead and start a bearish push back down. But right now, the overall swing structure is bullish. And if after this consolidation, it goes up, continue bullish into higher prices. AUD USD, let's go map out the current range. Price this was the previous range, but since it has broken out of that, this is now the current range. Lower high from these highs, broke out of this area of supply. So let's step back in. Wasn't able to break these lows, but finally was able to, after a retracement, sellers were able to go ahead and break these lows. And this overall comes back into this area of supply or support. And then price is reacting from that right now. So it is overall just in this overall consolidation sideways range, with this being resistance, with this being support. Price is in this area of support now, even though more locally on the 4-hour chart, it is bearish, with this being a lower high from these highs, and continues to make lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And we're waiting to see if price can continue that trend, continue pushing prices back down. But like I said, it is overall at the bottom of the support for the overall range. So we have to wait to see if it can't continue. Then I would look for any type of retracement, further retracement, in order to continue pushing prices down. But I have to wait to see if this area of support holds up, because if it does, then you can expect it to go ahead and take the liquidity thing over these highs and come back into premium and possibly make another move from there. NZD and USD, let's go map out the current range. Continues to be bearish. Of course, we know from last week or past few weeks it formed this bearish flag, this bear flag, push back down, form another bear flag, this ascending channel, and then continue to push back down. The sellers, after every lower high, continues to push price and break the lows of the 4-hour range. So currently, start of the week, continues to push down, but has pulled back into premium of this 4-hour AUD price leg. Came back into premium and then broke structure again. Waiting to see if any type of momentum can pick up from here. Would like to see it go ahead and retrace more or make a move, because it already did retrace back into premium. Technically, it did come back into premium and this area of supply. And that was one quick impulsive move. Also waiting to see if this corrective pattern can pick up momentum and price can determine which direction it can go. Because it can go continue its downward direction, or can come back up to retrace some more. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining us.